Hi and welcome back. If you haven't been here before, my name's Lee. I talk about world events, geopolitics, news, etc, etc. So before I get into the video, I just want to apologise for my voice. I'm currently undergoing radiotherapy because I had breast cancer, and the radiotherapy has affected my esophagus a little bit, and that's why my speech is a little bit strange. That's why I haven't made a video for the last few days. But anyway, let's get on with the video. Today I want to talk about the guy who's behind Tesla, SpaceX, and right now the most wealthiest man in the world, Elon Musk. And Elon Musk has just purchased Twitter. Now, I'm sure there'll be just as many out there who are happy about this decision as there are who are unhappy about this decision. So what will this actually mean? So first of all, it will mean that the company will go from a public company who can be traded on the stock exchange back to a private company. Now, Elon stated that he wants to retain as many shareholders as the current laws will allow him to, which is, I believe, about 2,000. He purchased the company for $44 billion, which gave the shareholders at the time of his announcement a nice premium over the share price at that time. So I guess most of those should be happy. The current state of play is the shares have now been suspended pending an announcement from Twitter. But as far as I can see, it is actually a done deal. Now, how will Elon look to change things at Twitter? Well, we don't have to look too far, because about a week and a half ago, Elon gave an interview to Chris Anderson from TED, and Chris asked him a number of questions about this. And his first priority for Twitter was to get rid of all the spam bots on there and all the bot sort of operations on there, like all these bots you get that sort of push cryptocurrency scans. So he says this is his first priority. He was also asked about, he tweeted out a number of weeks ago about, if I own Twitter, should it have an edit button? And it appears that he's going to implement an edit button. He didn't know how this was going to work. He suggested that it would only be for a finite time after the initial tweet. But Chris asked about how, if you make a tweet saying, Elon is awesome, and then it gets retweeted 20,000 times, and then later you change that to Elon sucks, then all those people have already retweeted that now. One idea I've had is that you could attach any edit to the original tweet, so you could see the history of that edit on a tweet. And I think that's one idea that could be used to good use, could work. Now, we know Elon is pretty much an advocate of free speech, although he claims he is. And what he doesn't like about Twitter is that it's not anymore free speech. There are too many voices that are sort of silenced. And currently, I don't know whether you're aware, but ASPI, the Australian Strategic Policy Institute, which is an organisation backed by nation states and the weapons industry, as well as the Atlantic Council, have a huge amount of sway over what goes on in Twitter, which tweets get promoted, which tweets don't get promoted, etc, etc. Now, what Elon is proposing to do is make the algorithms that decide how tweets are promoted or not promoted, as the case may be, is open sourced and put onto GitHub. So anybody can go and look at the code and suggest changes, say I don't like this, or I think this is good. And then that can be, they can take the feedback from GitHub and make changes to the algorithm. So it's completely transparent. What he doesn't like is this sort of black box algorithm that Twitter currently uses. He also suggests that when human intervention has to decide on whether a tweet is promoted or not promoted, or banned, or let to spread, or whatever. That those humans should go by the rule of the law, not their own opinion or the opinion of some government or corporation. And again, that is a great idea. He also suggests that, you know, people shouldn't be banned. And just going back to the thing about should a tweet be allowed, what he basically said is, if we're unsure, we should always err on the side of letting the tweet run, not taking it off if there's any uncertainty. So again, this is a great idea. Of course, there's a lot of concern by many people that it's dangerous to have the world's wealthiest person owning something that is like the world's or the town square for many countries around the world. Not all countries, but many countries around the world. However, my personal opinion is, I think if Elon does all the things he says he's going to do and makes it very transparent, then I think that will be actually a great thing. I think it's a problem now where they very quickly ban people off there because they've gone against a government narrative or a corporate narrative. That is very often a US government narrative, or a narrative, like I said, ASPI, the Australian Strategic Policy Institute. And it's really not good when organisations like this decide what is allowed on and not on Twitter. So let's wait and see. It'll be very interesting to see what happens over the next 3, 6 or 12 months. And yeah, let's just see what happens. Love to know what you guys think. Do you agree it's a good thing that Elon's bought it? Do you disagree? Or what do you think about Twitter going forward? So let me know down in the comments below. But as always, for now, take care.